pretty much.
Just mean, yeah, literally, we could just literally do it off stream, couldn't we?
Yeah.
I'll put a quick message in group. Right, let's get going. Evening all. Here we are with the preliminary final. So Warriors against Blitz for the right to play Tutavua in Sunday night's grand final. Delighted to say that the Bundaberg Blitz manager Dimble has joined me. Evening Dimble, how are you, pal?
Good evening, Scott. I am well. Hope you are too. Evening, boys. I can see we've got a couple of people here, which surprises me.
Yeah, we were just saying off stream it could just be me and you chatting away to each other with nobody here, but Savage is in the house. Duggan's here to cheer on the boys as well, which is great to see. So we've just been having a little chat about how our seasons have gone and what our transfer business looks like ahead of next season and stuff like that. But back to this season, more importantly. So you were just saying that you think you did kind of quite well to claw it back and get yourself into a good position and hit 40 points after sort of 10 games. You look like you were struggling a little bit.
Yes, a couple of times this season it looked like I was going to just slip away into nothing. There's a couple of times where I thought I was going to finish top 2 when I was on a bit of a roll. But I think in general, I think these games, we've all played it long enough now. Once you're on that slide, it's quite hard to turn it around. So I was pleased that I could do it a couple of times, really. And finishing 4th is no mean feat in a league that's this strong with good managers like us.
No, absolutely. We were saying as well before when we had a quick look at this, like some of the strong teams that have missed out, like Dragons probably, well, clearly drawn too many games, but a strong team, difficult to beat. Bushrats, who will definitely come back stronger next season. Unicorn's got a big, strong squad as well. So
last season's champions, Hobart in 11th there. Yeah, some very good teams.
Exactly, yeah, incredibly competitive. Duggan's asking if we don't go through, I assume he means either of us, are we both back hunting Ronnie from him? I think that from my point of view, I've tried for about 3 weeks and made all sorts of different offers. Fair offers, I think Duggan would say, but probably just didn't suit what he wanted. And I've probably not got enough left to even try and get him anymore. So that rules me out. What about you?
I don't think I will go knocking again. I did have a little flirt with him last night, and he did offer me a deal which was tempting, but I think it made me too weak. I wrote the starting 11 down afterwards, and it was nice to have Ronaldinho in it, but I was losing three starters for him. So yeah, in the end,
I think I was in a kind of similar situation. I think I probably offered. I offered all sorts of different propositions, but to lose 3 key starters for one player is probably just a little bit too much, especially when you're comfortable with your squad and you've got a good, strong squad. You don't want to make it weaker for the sake of bringing in one player.
Yeah, I know what it'll take to get him, so I'll always think about it, Duggan. But yeah, I can't see it happening anytime soon.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's not going to be too long till the next season gets underway, and 3 or 4 weeks in, when somebody's struggling, heading into the week 8 transfer window, somebody will come with an astronomical offer, I'm sure.
Well, that's part of the reason I would take him, just because you know that
he holds his value.
His value is going to be there. So yeah, that's a good reason to take him, I suppose. But
yeah,
not for me right now.
Agreed. Right, shall we get down to business? So we'll start with the Warriors team. Couple of changes from last time out. Ronaldo's injured. He's been dropped. Evening media. Hope you're well. Smith's coming up front. Totti has moved back to attacking midfield. Zidane is back in. As I was saying before we came live, that Zidane has been hit and miss this season, but when he's been hit, he's won me games. He's got 11 goal contributions, and although his average is less than 7, if he has a good game, he could do enough to win me the game. If he doesn't, then who knows, he gets pulled. What do you make of that team?
Yeah, it's been formidable this season, and it's got lots of creativity in it. And then it's got the fucking two bastards in the middle and a decent defence. So
Yeah, I
it's
was
a
sort
well
of
balanced 11.
saying last week in the group chat. I think I've been in the top two for 23 out of the 26 weeks, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
But then heading into the playoffs, I was probably only fourth favourites, if that, to actually win it, based on the form that some of the other teams have come in. I think, yeah, and I was just coming to that. I think Anelka could be the key. He's won you so many games tonight, but we'll get onto that when we go.
I think when you've had a season like you've had as well, I've had a few of those. I finished first or second after being top two all season, and then you get to the playoffs and something's not quite there. The spark goes or whatever it is. The game kind of decides that you're not going to win it this year, and it's happened to me a few times. So I think that's probably why people are looking at the likes of Vikings and Tutivo and thinking they're going to come strong now, because we've seen it before so many times.
Yeah, they both came into the playoffs in formidable form. I think Tutivo are now on a 17-game unbeaten run. So, you would have to probably have them as favourites going into the final, regardless who gets there. But I think it'll be tight regardless. Right, let's go across and have a look at you line up. You want to just talk us through it?
Yeah, I've got my two main boys at the back missing, which is obviously huge. Big losses. Yepes and Baldini are decent, so not too uncomfortable with that. But yeah, it's to miss Samuel and Akaronko is huge. Liz has been doing well in that role. Mendy has been doing well in that role. So yeah, I'm happy with the shape, happy with the team. I've got a little bit on the bench to bring on as well, but it's been a team that's actually in decent form as well. Just not lightning form, but I've probably only lost a couple of games in the last 8, 9, 10 or whatever. So I'm not optimistic, but I've got a chance at least.
Yeah, it feels to me just a very dimble team, very well balanced, good shape, solid players throughout. You've not kind of got 2 or 3 exceptional players filled in with shit. They're all very, very good players. Even the guys that you brought in off the bench, like Baldini, who comes in for you so often. 13 games he's played and he's been, he's averaging 7.3 and 5 tackles a game. Like, you can't grumble at that. Whereas some people are having to throw in the likes of Edgy Offer or whatever as, third choice centre back. So very strong, and that front three is.
That's where I excel. I excel in bringing in the players that are nearly good enough for starting 11. I'm good at building a squad like that. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It's probably not the way to win the competition, but that's what I like doing.
Yeah, and I think I referenced it last time I streamed, but I thought that when you switch the shape to the 2 up front, you might lose a little bit of Anelka's fire, but he's continued to score goals and win games even in a 2, so that must be pleasing.
Yeah, he's been better than I thought he'd be. Obviously, I've had him playing well before, but this is the best I've had him playing. I think he got 13 or 14 in the season for me at East Coast at some point. But yeah, he's been class. Not historically a big game player though. If I'm being honest, one of the reasons I didn't like him is that I felt like he disappeared in the playoffs. So we'll see if he turns up tonight. But he did score last time, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, definitely. Right then, let's get this one kicked off. Mendy will be captain. And right, Warriors versus Blitz for a place in the grand final on Sunday. Good luck, Dimble.
Good luck, mate.
Couple of early free kicks for Warriors. Corner. High check. Header from Roy Keane, and it is Roy Keane who's put Warriors in front from on the high check corner 5 minutes in. Oh, Henry with a chance straight away at the other end. Big save. Baldini with the effort. Another big save. Elias into the book, and that means that if we do get through, I think he'll miss the final through suspension. Hussein with the effort. Another big save from Mondragon. Totty with an effort wide from outside the box. Half an hour gone. Another big save, can't hold it, but Stam clears for Warriors. Blitz doing their best to get back into this before half time. Totty shoots with a big save, another corner for Warriors. Smith with the header but wide. Baldini into the book for a foul on Zidane. Deflected for another corner. Both keepers made a lot of saves in this first half, it feels like. Anelka. Another big save from Anelka by Mondragon. Oh, Lezrezu pushes out the chest. Didn't know if the card was going to follow there, but we get to half time after a nervy first half. Warriors lead 1-0. Felt like there was quite a few chances at both ends. Keepers were busy. Yeah, look at that. 5 attempts from Warriors, 2 on target.
7 saves from a fucking keeper. I don't even know who it is. I haven't got a clue. Yes. I walked past in the street, I wouldn't have a clue who he was.
7 attempts from Blitz, all on target. Across at Blitz. Zambrotta involved heavily with free key passes, looking to create. Anelka was involved a fair bit. 2 shots for him, couple for Hussein, 1 for Henri. Kuhl and Baldini with the other attempts. Baldini into the book. Just have a quick look at the Warriors while you ponder if you want to do anything. Mondragon, as you say, 7 saves in the first half on a 9. Assist from Nahajcek for Roy Keane's opening goal. I've got no issues with fitness. Elias will miss the final if we get through. After picking up a booking, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to do anything until 60 Dimble.
You sure you don't want to take Mondragon off? Because you're already... yeah, I'm going to stick. I'm playing well. The ratings are shit, but we're creating chances. So I'll stick with
it. Definitely. Right, we'll run it through to 60 minutes. No changes for either side. Smith shoots, lets it runs free. Smith with a chance, shoots with another save. Corner Warriors. Cleared by Kuhl. Totty with a chance. Great save from Shiotis. Totty again on the follow-up. Totty with another chance. Both keepers playing absolute blinders. And we get to 60 minutes. Quick look at the stats, and then I'll go across to tactics for you. All Warriors in terms of chances. 4 attempts for Warriors without reply in that 15 minutes since half-time. Both keepers having an absolute blinder. Across at Blitz first. Shiotis up to a 9 now for all them saves. Mendieta struggling on a 5. I think that must be down to his passing rather than his defensive work. Baldini in the book. Don't look like you've got any issues with fitness.
Yeah, I'm going to make some changes.
Yeah.
I'll take Mendieta off. Actually, no, I'll put Mendieta in centre mid. Move him into centre mid, yeah. And then shift DMCs across, take the arrows off. I'll put Kaluzny on for Lizrazu. And Extabaria on for Hussein. And then just jiggle them around a bit. So I want Henri up front instead of Extabaria. Sorry, yeah, it's fine.
Just like that?
Yeah, swap. But I want Yeah, Arrow back on.
Yeah.
Swap Esther Berea and Kuo.
Yeah.
And then swap the wingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect, mate. Cheers.
Anything else?
I'll do that. No, that's good.
No. Okay, so a quick look over at Warriors stats. Pretty much 7s and 8s. I'm going to take off Alan Smith and put on Racina. Not sure if he's even played this season. Oh, twice. Right, it must have been right at the start. And that's all I'm going to do. So, 30 minutes to play. Warriors leading 1-0. Blitz looking to get back into it. Changes from both managers. High chickens are Dan linking up for Warriors. A nervy, quiet 10 minutes. Totti Figo shots with another save with his feet this time. 15 minutes to play. And Nelko and Omri coming forward for Blitz. Collusion of a free kick. Cleared. Blitz putting real pressure on in terms of territory, but not really any chances. 5 minutes to get an equaliser. 3 minutes going to be added on into them. Warriors coming forward with potentially the last chance. Keane. Oh, Roy Keane has picked up an injury in added time. It's going to be Zanoni. And we will see if there's any more action. There isn't. Final whistle. Warriors do make it through to the grand final after a very close fought 1-0 win over Blitz. 10 attempts versus 9. 7 on target for both sides. Dimble, summarise your thoughts. Commiserations first of all.
Yeah,
close game.
Congrats, mate. I think it's deserved over the season and on the night, I reckon, as well. So yeah, well done to you. I think the 2 at the back was a big miss. And a bit disappointed going forward as well, even though we created a few chances. But yeah, happy with my season in general, and I reckon it'll be a cracking final on Sunday. So I'll be tuning in to watch that.
Yeah, I think for me the game plan played out exactly as I thought. To be honest, 2 sides both sort of well set up, strong sides. It was never going to be a 2-3 goal swing either side. Yeah, just looking at the comments, Zalius is suspended for the final. I'm pretty sure he was with a booking away, and Roy Keane's obviously just picked up an injury, so potentially missing both for the final.
That is massive. If they're both missing, it is massive. Yeah, that's the kind of heartbeat of your team there. So yeah, that'd be absolute gutter for you. But...
Yeah, yeah. Because to be honest, normally when Zalius has not played, Keane would drop into defensive midfield. But we'll have a look anyway. I'll just click it through and see how long it is till the final. No, it's not.
Should be a week. I think it should be a week in game, I reckon.
Let's have a look at schedule. Grand final, yeah, it is a week. So we'll just have a quick look at Keane's injury. Zelius is banned. Roy Keane's out for a month, so that's both of them out of the final. But it's what it is. We've made it there, and you put a squad together to align them all, not just 11.
It was one with like Adrian Mutu was playing for the winning team last year, so you got a chance, mate.
Yeah,
it's not over yet.
Right, thanks for the chaps that have been supporting us in the comments. I'm gonna end the stream there. I'll move this save on, get a pack out to the boys, and hopefully see you all back on Sunday for the grand final. Cheers,
Class season, mate. Cheers for everything you've done.